Okay, how are you everyone? I hope so you are enjoying good health. Well, this is our third lesson about the vectors. In our previous two lessons, we have learned about how to add the vectors, how to make a position vector, and how if the coordinates of the point are given, how we can find the vector. Quickly, I will recall so everything, whatever we have taken in the vectors till now, you will be able to recall that one. Okay, so ready? Yes, please confirm everyone's ready. So let's say, first of all, the first thing that we took, if we have the coordinate of a point, let's say the point A has the coordinates x, y. So how I will write the position vector of this one? It will be OA vector, and we write it in the form of the column vector as x, y. For example, if A has the coordinate minus 1, 3, so what will be OA? OA will be minus 1, 3. In the column vector form, we say this is the column vector form. And if we have the coordinate of the two points, let's say I have a point A, it has a coordinate x1, y1, and the B has the coordinates x2, y2. So I have to write, if I have to write AB vector can be written in this form, OB vector minus OA vector, like the later point position vector minus the first point position vector. And what will be OB? Obviously, you can make the column vectors from these points, as OA will be x1, y1, and OB will be x2, y2. So from here I can write as the AB vector, it would be x2 minus x2, y2 minus x1, y1. And how do we add or subtract the vectors? The corresponding components we add or subtract. Like x component, this is called the x component, this is called the y component. So x component from the x component and the y component from the y component. This is how we find, and even now you got it. How do we add or subtract the vectors? Okay. And another thing that we have learned in our previous lesson about the vector, it was how to multiply a vector with a scalar. Like let's say if you have a vector a which is 1, 2, and you want to find 2a vector, so it will become, you will multiply 2 with both components. So it will be 2, 4. That is what we will get from that. And another thing we learned in the previous lesson, that if we will reverse the direction of the vector, mean for example, if this is the vector a, so if I want the minus a, I need to change the sign of both of them. So in today's lesson, what we are going to do, it is about the graphical form of the vector. In our previous lesson, we also have learned about the graphical form of the vectors, and we have learned, for example, if we have to make a vector, how we will make the vector. For example, if you have to make a vector a, if you need to make a vector a which is 3, 1, for example. So what does this say is that the vector a will be start from any point in the grid that you have. If you are starting from here, if this is the starting point of the vector, so it tells you like 3 units you will move on the right side, like 1, 2, 3, and 1 unit up. So this one will be your vector that you have for this one. Okay, like you can say this will be the vector, and you can put the direction of the vector on that one. Using this, you can say this will be the direction of the vector. Okay. So always this is how we draw the vector. Previous videos are available, the detailed videos are there. Unfortunately, this facility I will stop if you guys will not use. Because no benefit of that one. My effort if you will not recognize, so no need to do the extra effort if you will not utilize it. And especially if in the next lesson you have to say again that, sir, can you explain what is that? It means you have not gone through what we have taken even in the previous lesson. So this is really unfortunate, and you can say that the person who struggled for that one can really realize that. Okay. Now today we are going to start how to add or subtract the vectors graphically. Graphically, I told you, if you remember in our last class, like let's say if you have a closed shape, let's say you have a closed shape, let's say this is a closed shape, and in this closed shape, I'm giving it a name A, B, C, and let's say the vector AC is A and vector BC is B, and you have been asked to find the vector AB in terms of A and B. So how we will do that one if I have to find the vector AB? Whatever vector you have to find, you will go along the closed path of the vectors. You will go along the closed path of the vectors. For example, if you have to find AB, obviously we cannot go directly. Go to the indirect path of this one. And what is the indirect path of this one? Ishil, by the way, what is the timing of our class? If you know your internet had the problem, if we have to start at 4:45, you should sit at 4:15. So at least on time you will be able to join. So AB vector, if you have to find what it will be, don't go to the direct path, but go to like AC plus CB. AC plus CB. Now, if you see here in the diagram to us, it is given A, mean it is the same direction. We need AC and it is already from A to C because the direction is from A to C. So it means it is A. Now we need CB while in the diagram the direction is given from B to C. Mean to us it is BC is B. But we need CB. It means you have to change the position. So there will be a negative sign with that. So it means the CB will be equal to negative B. This arrow always represent the vector, like we handwritten when we write the vector. So we put an arrow sign on that. Okay. So this is A minus B vector that we are having here. This is at the end of the previous lesson, we discussed that one. And always you will look for a closed path and follow this way. So there will be no trouble at all. The second and the most important thing in the vectors is the ratio formula that we will use for the vectors. Carefully, be fully attentive to understand the ratio formula. The ratio formula says that, let's say, if you have any vector, if you have a vector, this is a vector, let's suppose, and this vector has been divided, like, let's say, this is a vector, it's A, B, okay? This is a starting point, this is the ending point of the vector. And this vector has been divided into, there is another point, C, let's say this point C, divide this vector into M and N ratio. Like this part is M, this part is N. So how would you find the part of that? Like if you have to find AC vector when you have the full vector AB. So like it's M ratio N. Okay. Like AC ratio CB is M ratio N. So how we will find AC, like this part, it will be the ratio of this part divided by the sum of the ratios M plus N multiply by full vector AB, the vector AB. For example, same way, if you have to find CB, because you know the direction of the vector is from A to B. So if I'm taking AC, it will be like that. So I will take AB. What about if CB? So you will take the ratio of CB over the sum of ratios M plus N and multiply with full vector AB, just like that. Okay, this is the ratio formula. Let's say, let me give you a practical example of that. Let's say you are having this vector, and this vector is PQ vector. And let's say there is a point M, okay, and it divides it in 1 and 2 ratio. And the vector PQ, let's say the vector PQ is equal to A. You have this. Now you want PM. What will be PM? You will use the ratio formula for PM. The ratio that is in the part of this one, it will be 1 over the sum of the ratios. 1 plus 2 is 3. Multiply full vector PQ. So mean it will be 1 over 3 of PQ. What is PQ? PQ is given is equal to A. So you will say it is equal to A. Okay? This is how we will use the ratio formula. Always the ratio formula will be helpful to you. We will use the ratio formula when a part of any vector is given and you have to find like the certain part of that one. Let's say, I think let's start solving the question and where now you will step by step understand what do we have to do. Okay. So let's begin with the name of Allah. I will again, as is my habit, I try to start from the easy and then slowly we move toward the difficult one. Okay. My order is always that. Usually, even the worksheet will not have these order. So we will try to write it in that way. We will try to move in that particular way. No problem, no problem. I will go through. Even when I will be explaining the question, I will explain the method at every single step. So don't worry about that. Okay. Uh, okay. If you look here, it is given to us. And there is a vector here, and there is a closed diagram. OAB is a triangle where OA is given to 2A, like this is given, it is 2A. OB is 3B. OB is 3B. Find AB in terms of A and B. So what you have to find AB. Okay, now to find AB, what do you need? If you have to find AB, you will, 1 second, sorry. Actually, before I used to use the software, and after a long time, all of a sudden it came in my mind, like, why not to use it today? Okay, so I might be a little slow in using that. So it's okay. So find AB in terms of AB. So in terms of A and B vector. So what is AB? I have to find the closed path for AB. What will be the closed path? Look, you will not go to the direct path, but instead of that, you will go AO, because if you have to go, you cannot take this path. You will go along this path, AO plus OB. Now, if you see in the diagram, what is given to us? To us, it is given OA, not AO. Mean we are moving opposite of that one. To us, it is given OA. So what if you will take AO? It mean it will be the negative of that one. If you will change the direction, so it will be minus 2A. It mean in this place you will write minus 2A. Yes? And OB, yes. In the diagram it is given OB and we need OB. So which is same, 3B. So plus 3B. This is our AB. Yes? That was the first part of that. Okay, now what is the second part of this one? The second part of this one is saying P is a point on AB such that AP ratio PB is 2 ratio 3. Can we go by direction BO to OA? No, you cannot. You cannot go from. The reason is that if we are finding, if we have to find AB, you must have to start from A. So from A, if you start, how you can jump to B? You have to come to AO, OB, because this will tell you your starting point from where you have to start. Okay, so you must have to go from A to B. Okay, now in this question, it's given P is a point on AB such that AP ratio PB is 2 ratio 3. Mean AP part will be 2, PB part will be 3. So it means this part we are having here, it is 2 and this part is 3. Like this is AP. This is 2, this is 3. The question actually that you have to, it's having on the next page, so I did not move to that. The question says uh, you have to find the following. You have to find AP and PB. Okay, so let's find AP. What is AP in terms of the vectors? How it would be if I have to find the AP, so what it would be. Now, you will use the ratio formula for finding the AP. You will use, what is the part in AP? It is 2. Over, you will take the sum of both of them. 2 plus 3 is 5. Multiply the full vector on which the point lies. The P is on AB, so it means the full vector AB you will take. And AB we already have. So what it will be? 2 over 5 into minus 2A plus 3B. And now this 2 over 5 you will multiply with both of them. When you will multiply with this, 2 into 2 minus 4 over 5A and plus 2 into 3 6 over 5B. So I have found AP. In the same way, if you have to find the PB, how we will find the PB now? To find the PB now, again I will use the ratio formula. And what is the ratio formula? No problem, no problem, no problem. Look, I told you when we will use the ratio formula will be used if it is given in the question, there is a point P on AB such that AP and PB are in this ratio. So I wrote that one. Like the ratio of this part is 2 and the ratio of this part is 3. Okay, so I wrote these ratios. This has 2 parts, this has 3 parts. Okay, now you have to find AP. Actually, the part of the question is find AP, okay, and find PB. These both vectors I have to find in, okay. So what I will do, if I have to find AP, I will use the ratio formula. And how do we apply the ratio formula? I take the part of this, like because its ratio is 2, I wrote 2 over, you have to add both the ratios. 5 multiply by the full vector on which the point is. P lies on AB, so you have to multiply with AB. And AB we already found, so I just put in the value of AB. And then I simplified. I multiplied this with this and this with this. So I wrote that. In the same way, I have to find the PB now. For PB, what I will do? The same thing. The ratio of PB, I will take the ratio of PB over the sum of the two ratios. 2 plus 3 is 5. And multiply full vector for which its spot is. So it will be 3 over 5 into what it would be? AB. What is AB? Minus 2A plus 3B. Okay, so let's find that. I will have now minus 6A over 5 because this will multiply with that. And plus 3 3s are 9 over 5B. So this is the PB vector that I found. Okay, clear? No problem. This was just, I think, the first example. So many more are going to be. So you will for sure understand, inshallah. There will be no problem at all. But first, I want to move towards from easy to the difficult one. So definitely, no problem, Abdurrahman. If you don't understand, I'm here to explain. Let's have a look at this question. Try to understand the rule that will be utilized. So there will be no problem, inshallah, at all. Don't worry. Okay, we have been given this diagram. The ratio formula we always use if we have the ratio, are we taking the part of the full vector? Like for example, if this is the vector AB and we are cutting it into two parts, like this is the vector, let's suppose. If this is the line, you cut it into two parts. This part is M, this part is N, and this is the point C that is dividing them. So how you will find AC? You will take the ratio of this one over, you will add the two ratios, multiply by the full line, full vector. So this is how we will use the ratio formula always. Okay. So let's see. I will inshallah apply in this question also. So you will get it. So ready? Fully focus, please. A triangle is given in which OA and OB are given. You have to find AB first. In the first part, you have to find AB. Now, you have to find AB, right? AB. What will be AB? Mean you have to find this one. So you cannot go along this path, go to the other alternative. AO plus OB. AO plus OB. Because starting from A should end at B. So AO plus OB. Now what it would be? What is AO? We have OA. If you see in the diagram, even the direction is from O to A. Yes, the direction is from O to A. So we need, yes, it will be negative A. If you will take AO, it will be negative A. Mean this is minus A. And OB, yes, on the diagram, the direction is from O to B. So we also need OB, so it will be plus B. So we found our AB. Okay, now the next P is the point on AB such that AB mean this part is 3. Like this part is 3 parts and this part is 1 part. Find OP. What is OP? Okay, OP is starting from this to this. Yes, this is OP that we have to find. Now, how we will find OP if you see? We need a closed path obviously for this. If I have to find OP, I can either take OA plus AP. Yes, I need OA plus AP. Or I need OB plus BP. So anyone, I will take this one. OA is with me already, no problem. The problem is AP. Do I have AP? No, I don't have AP. Nowhere it is given AP. So I will find it using the ratio formula. And how I can find AP using the ratio formula? If you see AP is on this line, this is the line of AP. This is A, this is B, P is somewhere here. This part is 3, this part is 1. So what will be AP for finding AP? If you will find AP, how will you find AP? It will be the ratio of this part, yes, over sum of both ratios, 1 plus 3, 4. Multiply by full AB, 3 over 4. Now what is AB? AB we just found here, yes, because in terms of AB we found AB already. So what it will be? Minus A plus B. Alright? So what that is going to be? Minus 3 over 4A plus 3 over 4B. So put this value of AP and OA in this one. So you will get your OP. What that would be? Let's solve that. OA is already given A plus AP we found now. It is minus 3 over 4 A plus 3 over 4 B. Positive and negative will become obviously negative. So it will become now A minus 3 over 4A plus 3 over 4B. Its coefficient is 1, is so 1 minus 4 over 3 you have to take. Okay? In other words, take the LCM of them, make the same denominator, 4 up, 4 down. So for LCM, it will be 4A minus 3A plus 3 over 4B. So it will be A over 4 plus 3 over 4B. You can take 1 over 4 common also or leave as it is, no problem. So I hope so now you understood the use of the ratio formula. Always, if you have a full vector and you want a part of that one, or even if you have a part and you want a full vector, we will always use the ratio formula. You need these ratios always for this. So in this question, what it was, in this question to us, it was given, we need to find OP, yes? Can you let me know particularly where is the problem? Is this clear? Tell me, please, everybody, tell me. Is it clear that we have to find OP? So we need OA and AP, yes? OA I have, I don't have AP. How I will find AP? Obviously, I have to use the ratio formula now. For finding the AP, for finding the AP is a part of AB. This is AB. So it is one of its parts. It's this one. This is AP. So how I will find this one? I will write AP, write the ratio of this. I wrote the ratio of this. This is 3. So I wrote 3. Divided by, add both the ratios. Multiply by the full line, it's part of AB. So AB we found in the previous part already. We have AB here. So I found AB here. And just after that one, I did simplify. 3 with this, 3 over 4 with this, 3 over 4 with this. And this value of AP I put here and then simplified them. Obviously, after that fraction, I'm adding and subtracting these fractions. I hope so it is clear. If not, let's do more examples. No problem. I will not leave unless you understand that. Iman, just give me a minute. Actually, there are the questions in the worksheet in different order, so let me take them so that I will keep the same order. Yes, now ask how we got 4a over 4. Because it was a over 4, it was like this one. It was like this one, a over 4 minus 3a over 4. So sorry, a over, it was just a. It was just a, sorry. It was just this one. It was a over a minus 3 over 4a plus 3 over 4b. It was this one. So I wanted to make the same denominator. So because a and a I can add and subtract. So I multiplied 4. I multiplied with 4. So for them, the denominator becomes same. Then I added or subtracted. I solved this fraction. 4. Okay. You can say with this. Okay. So 4a minus 3a. That was the next step. And I kept the b term as it is. Got it or not? Okay, let's have a look at the next question we are gonna do. In this question, it is given OAB is a triangle where these vectors are given. You have to find AB in terms of A and B. Like I have to find AB. Now, what do we need to do for finding AB? Yes, anyone would like to say? We have to find AB. Anyone, please, Ishal. I need an answer from you. I think next I should make it compulsory that use the mic so you guys can be more interactive and that's. Yes, Ishal, are you able to listen me? Why ratio formula for AB? When you have, look, first priority in the vector should be the closed path. Okay? First priority should be the closed path. Like if you have to find AB, go the closed path. Okay? If you cannot make a closed path, then go for the ratio formula. Or if the ratio is involving there. Right now it's AB. I can use the ratio formula if I have AN and NB. So can we use? No problem. Unfortunately, the problem is that I'm not having any one of them even. So AB will be AO plus OB. Now what is AO? In the diagram, if you see, the direction is from O to A. Yes? But we need from A to O. So it will be negative of that one. Because we have OA. If I will take AO, it will be negative 2A. And OB, 4B. So we got AB. Now we have to find in the next part ON. This is ON. If you see, if I have to find ON, this is ON. I'm sorry. Okay, this is ON, starting from O till N. If I have to find that, so how I would do that? I can go OB plus BN. Yes. So it can be ON can be OB plus BN. No, I have OB, but I don't have BN. Yes. I need this so then I can find ON easily. So for that I will use the ratio formula now for the BN. But what will be BN? What is the ratio of this? It is given AN, this part is 3 and this part is 1. So it means it's ratio 1 over sum of ratios multiply by the full vector in the same direction BA. Can you rejoin the link, please? Rejoin the link.